breaks through. Speaking of all-time greats, what a goal! How good is he?
If you're David Mundy, you can do anything.
Brayshaw. Oh, he goose-stepped beautifully. And a couple. Herky-jerky, shake and bake. Magnificent.
Welcome back to the Flagmantle podcast. It's episode 8, and I am not happy.
Why you sit down, bro?
Well, we're recording on the Sunday, and yesterday was, of course, Saturday. We had a game scheduled against North Melbourne, and we did not show up. Fremantle lost the game 73-72. Another one of these years, Rielke.
Mate, it's 2016 all over it, honestly.
Mate,
we're gonna go,
look,
oh.
Straight off rip, I'm going to make a big call. That's our season done. We're not making finals.
No, surely not. Even I.
No,
nah, come on.
no,
Nah, we're not. We are making finals, mate. How dare you say that at the start? Okay.
Have you seen the way we played?
It was that bad. Yes, I know. We're not.
If we play like that, if we even play better than that for the rest of the year, we're not making finals. North Melbourne won the spoon last year.
No, North Melbourne are playing finals. I'm calling it.
No, they're not.
I'm calling
it. Don't do that.
Mate, we're this football club, though.
There is no passion, there is no vision, there is no aggression, there is no fucking mindset in this football club. Nothing is there. What the hell is there in this football club? Tell me now. What the hell is...
Oh,
Can
mate.
someone just explain to me why we suck? Like, is there a specific reason?
The life of a Fremantle supporter is honestly truly tragic. There's no sugarcoating it. Yesterday, our performance was absolutely woeful. The players looked just disgruntled. There was no cohesion with the playing group. Everything was not going our way. I mean, we had a third quarter, which was probably you could arguably say was our quarter, but it was just goal for goal. North Melbourne always had a plan. Always knew how to fight back. Stevenson had a pretty good game for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
LDU's going to win the Brownlow. In my opinion, he's one of the top favourites at the moment, don't you think?
Yeah, probably.
LDU. Obviously, it's only round 2, but you know what I mean?
We played well for the last 5 minutes of the game, and we played absolutely shocking the other 120 minutes. So, I don't know. We just need to channel that last 5 minutes and make it a 4-quarter effort, because in those last 5 minutes, they had to make up 4 goals. They really had to try really, really hard to kick goals as fast as they could. And you know what happened? We scored all the goals that we needed to score. We just came up that bit short, Rielke.
Mate, absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, many will say, what are you right there, mate? You're still...
It's not a good day for me.
recovering.
It's not a good day.
It's not all right. Well, at the start of the game, it started off with obviously Nat 5 going out with an injury, so he won't be available for 2 weeks. So that was unfortunate. Jai Miss came into the team
and wasn't good.
I mean, I won't put
3 disposals.
I won't put the blame on him. I guess at the end of the day,
yeah. But last week we all shot Tracy and Taberner down.
Yeah.
Where's the
Love
Jai Amos had a worse game than both of them. So, look, I love Amos. I actually. He's a proper guy.
I just think it was. What don't you think it was like
he didn't
at
really
the end of the
silver service?
I just think because he came in that quick, I don't think he was mentally prepared, obviously, to play the Roos. And obviously, as an AFL player, you're meant to be coming, straight in. You're an emergency. You're meant to play your game. But I just think all the key forwards and all the forwards in general, except for obviously the smalls, I think Michael Frederick, Lockie Schultz, Sam Sotowski, the usual 3, they always
and
pull their
Michael
weight.
Walters
And Michael Walters. Don't get me wrong, that was a very nice little tactical sub, but obviously Taberner went out for injury. That man is made out of wet tissue paper.
It's not even an injury. He just got subbed out.
What, really?
Yeah.
Why did he get subbed out? Again, for 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah, just for a tactical sub. Taberner, you've been shocking. Out.
Bang.
2 weeks in a row. I'm surprised he hasn't been dropped yet.
Yeah, does that mean... I think this is the week that they have to show... JL has to show, hey, I'm in charge here. If he doesn't make some, critical omissions, like, giving Taberner maybe, a week down at Waffle, I think that's suitable, don't you think?
Yeah, look, there's a lot of different things we can go here. I think the season's... I mean, we're down 2 games. We're not getting these games back. We can't win them anymore.
I just think it's onwards and upwards, mate.
I think it's too much to come back from, especially considering who we've lost to and how we played. I don't think there's a real road for return in 2023.
I want to be the optimistic one here, though. I just think this year, I think I know you're kind of down after yesterday, and it's just like the shock, I think, as well. Just from having those 2 games, we should have won if we want to make, top 4. I think top 4 is out of the question, definitely. It's probably a fight for the top 8 now, with all the other teams trying to, fight around and do the thing. There's such a long season ahead, mate. Anything can happen.
Yeah, a long season of losing by the looks of
mate,
things. I mean, look at the way we played. Look at the way we played against 2 teams that were horrible last year.
Mate, Saints, there are 2.
Okay, Saints did well. I tipped
Bruised
them to win, and they did.
Bruised 2-0. There you've got the
but look
master.
Look at who
coaches.
the Roos have beat. Okay, they beat West Coast by what 3, 4, 5 points last week.
New coach
over
new
at
system.
home, and then they come here and they beat Freo by 1 point. I don't think North are actually that good. I didn't really like the way they played. I think we were just worse.
Nah. I just think. I mean, obviously West Coast, they're a more experienced side.
I think West Coast are going to win.
The West Coast. Jeez, you already got your predictions.
West Coast are going to beat us.
You, sir, are the most. You're down.
Am I the anchor wanker of the week? Is that me?
No. You're way far from what. Oh, mate, there's plenty to talk about. I just think, obviously, last week, there's just such a spark within the Roos. The way they're playing, there's such a connection. Their young players are just so talented, and I think they've got such a nice coach now to teach them and get them along. Get them along pretty nicely. And I just think Alistair Clarkson, he's the coach to bring, North Melbourne forward. And I think the fans know that. And he knows that. He's like, damn, he's got a talented little list. What was his, Tom Powell?
Yeah.
He did really well,
He was great.
He was great. Sheasel, again, composure in the last minute.
Oh,
I know I'm hyping them up, but
I wonder what it feels like to have young players that are good at football. Because
bro, we have a lot of talent. Come on, bro. I know you're kind of
How? Look at what just
recap,
happened,
ladies and gentlemen.
So we started out this game pretty poorly. We're down at the end of the first quarter, and I had my head in my hands. We did not play connected at all. None of our key forwards could take a mark. That's because the backline was flooded. This is what Rossline did last week as well. Flooded the backline, no one-on-one contest, and it meant that we couldn't take a mark inside 50. The Crummers weren't there, and that happened all game long, Rielke, and we moved the ball way too slow. They set up defensively, and we couldn't do anything about it from there. North Melbourne, much faster, straight through the middle, and that's how they kicked all the goals.
They found all the holes in our midfield. It was so bad. I swear we didn't get a single clearance. And we've got...
Our midfield's overrated, man. Brayshaw, Sarong, Brody, and O'Meara. They've been smashed 2 weeks on the trot. They're too similar. They're not real big body explosive types. That's why last week I campaigned for Sam Switkowski to get midfield minutes. And look what happened.
Yep,
he
exactly.
did. He got midfield minutes, and that's when the midfield started winning.
The only time
JL,
we looked dangerous.
If you need an assistant, I'm here, okay? I got that one correct. I got the Luke Ryan prediction correct. Mate, JL... maybe you might be losing your job soon. So,
hey, whoa, that's controversy right there.
I don't know, man. A lot of fans are calling for his... I say it's too early. Way too early.
Way too early.
But the pressure is starting to build.
I thought you were meant to be the logical one here, boss.
I am the logical one. The pressure's starting to build. He's down 0-2 in a season we should be in the top 4. So, yeah, JL, we should have started the season 6-0.
And I think he knows that. Alex Pearce knows that. I know we're 0-2, but I just think the pain within the group, it's just immense. Like, it's crazy. Did you see Alex Pearce in the rooms after?
It better be.
Did you see Alex?
It bloody better be.
He sounded so heartbroken. And as
good,
first game in front of the crowd as a captain, I think he just knew, wow, I'm flabbergasted. And he did his best trying to appeal the decision at the end. And I feel like felt like it was low-key his fault because, he probably could have done better. But Alex Pearce, you did great, mate. Honestly, don't stress about it.
He had 4 kicked on him.
I know you had 4 kicked on him, but, did everyone else have a good day? And Nick Larkey's leading the Coleman at the moment.
Yeah, because he kicked 6 last week.
Yeah, exactly. And against West Coast. But still, Nick Larkey, what I told you, this is his breakout year. This is his breakout year, and whatnot. But, mate, as you said, a lot to learn from that game, and we're going to have to just move on into the next week. So, without further ado, we're going to get straight into the Anchor Wanker, and I've got one designated for one
Better not be me.
No, it won't be you, bro.
Those comments didn't really display a gratitude for the hard work that others had put into him.
First coming off, do it. Fucking get him off. Yeah, get Vincent off! He's coming off. Get him back off. Get him off. Get him off. Get him off. Rocket, we can't hear. We can't fucking hear.
Oh, mate. Ankle wanker goes to Luke Jackson, mate. You are an absolute wanker for this performance this week. I know you're $1 million player, but mate, I know I'm calling out this player. He's getting paid over $900,000 a year, so he's $1 million player. You've played 2 games for Freo. You had an alright week last week, which you could.
Nah, 2 stinky weeks, mate. 2 absolute stinky weeks.
We'll just say below average last week, and then probably a dismal this week.
He's playing like a $200,000 player, and he's getting paid $900,000. I know we paid him on potential, and Peter Bell is a mastermind at trades, but
we got time to see where he goes, but that shouldn't be that hard.
We traded away our pick this year, and we're already in the bottom 6. So currently, we traded away the 6th overall pick in this draft for Luke Jackson. We just need to keep winning, and then that will go down.
How about we tank and we get a draft pick this year?
Well, we can't tank because we traded our pick away for Jackson.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I'm so annoyed that we suck, is because we traded away the protection of sucking,
Guys,
which is a draft pick.
Stewie's kind of mad.
I'm so mad.
Whoever's listening, I bet they feel the pain and the misery just pouring into that microphone at the moment, mate. It's
I've never been more excited for a season in my life than this season, right?
It's like the high.
And
I
need
to lower my expectations this year already. Like they're already
low.
They're
my
low.
my expectations are bottom 4 now.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Have you seen the way we played?
I know we played.
Nat 5
really
is injured. Tabner's been subbed out 2 weeks on the trot.
We've got no
Jackson
key
can't
forward.
take a grab.
We've got to chuck
Amos
Sebek
and
quick in.
Tracy, both, not great. So, yeah, look, our midfield just keeps getting smashed as well. Like, I don't see how we become a better team
And let's
from
say
here.
switch on. I think next week's the week that we reset and we
said this last week.
We'll beat the Eagles on the turf.
We said this last week.
I know, but this is the Eagles we're talking about. The Eagles. And I know
Yeah,
we're talking about
and
last
North
year's
Melbourne-
Wooden Spooners. I know.
They only lost to North by like 5.
We lost by 1 point. And I know we're supposedly to be a top 4 side, a top 8 side, but
We're not.
every team has their downs. Last year, Geelong had an absolute shocker start to the season. I'm pretty sure they only had like one
They
win out
started
of
3 and 2.
No, did they?
Yeah.
3 and 2. Still, like that's the first
Or
5
something
rounds.
like that,
We can
yeah.
still have 3 wins on the trot if we wanted to. So all we got to do
But
is
it's not about the losses. It's looking at how the team plays and going, we're getting smashed
and
in
form
these
changes.
areas,
Form changes.
and we don't have any way to adjust it reasonably. And that's what pisses
Yeah.
me off the most, is that we are getting smashed in areas we should be good in, and we don't have the personnel to change
Yeah.
things up and potentially win those areas. So
Yeah. Who's
Yeah.
your ankle wanker, mate?
Anchor wanker, I'm going with Griffin Logue, mate. No need to celebrate that hard. We know Yo took the money, so
You got the
shush.
money and it's going to
Shush,
be...
get on the plane.
Yeah.
Go home. Don't want to see you again.
we even
Stop
play
celebrating at Optus, please. Bye bye.
Guys, Purple Pants, player of the week, if there was one. Well, I've got one myself.
I've got one.
Yay.
Ah.
Hooray.
All right.
Hooray.
My Purple Pants player of the week goes to Nat 5 for being smart enough to skip that atrocity. That was so bad. And honestly, the best thing a player did in purple this weekend was not play. So Nat 5, well done. You are the Purple Pants player of the week for me. Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
Shout
Nat 5. I've got one that is surprising. I think there's a player that I think was a bit underrated for the game. I'm going with Ethan Hughes. I thought he had a little underrated sort of game, even though he didn't rip up the stat sheet. I think the way he positioned himself and set up a few of those leading passages into the forward line. So we did get a goal or two. I think a couple goals were because of him leading up on the wing. I think he when he was on the wing, I think that was when we looked most dangerous. Liam Henry could also be arguably, in that mix as well. I think he's had a better game than last week, in my opinion.
It was a better game, but he's still not.
He's not
a
up to
great
standard.
player. I don't think he's the best 22 player still. I think he's just holding a spot until O'Driscoll gets back. But
I've told you, we're losing because O'Driscoll's not in the side. We need to get O'Driscoll in. He's going to provide the run and carry, kick a couple goals, get the crowd up and about.
He's exactly what this team needs. He needs just a bit of mongrel, someone that's just going to pick the ball up and kick it far, Like,
yeah, exactly.
Everyone is too worried about,
a bit of love.
chip it to this guy.
And love for the club. There's
Yeah.
no passion with the players. They didn't show any passion when they were going for the ball. I think there's a few that were the ones that were carrying the team. Brayshaw did outstanding. I feel so bad for Brayshaw because he's in this side. He can easily be in a Melbourne team, racking up 30 disposals, winning Brownlow points and winning a Brownlow and a premiership. But he's stuck over here in WA, and I love him because he loves Freo, and he I just see the investment in the club. Same as Caleb Sarong. I thought he's been down in form recently. Caleb Sarong.
Yeah, he didn't have a great weekend.
I just think the whole players need to reset. And I think when that game comes around, hopefully it's this weekend, when that game finally comes around and we can finally win a game and get just a bit of belief back in the club. Because once we get that win, all it takes is one win to get some sort of kindling fire going. And then that means, hey guys, we've won this game in front of a crowd. We've got our mojo back. We can get on a run and a form thing. And we've got the talent. The talent's there. There's just no...
Is it?
Yeah, there's talent.
Is the talent there?
The talent is there. It's
I don't know if it is.
Being shown on a regular basis because they always rely on one player.
Have we, as Freo fans, overrated our talent because of last year? And that's a pretty deep question, right?
Well, I mean, last year...
how good are we actually? Is Brayshaw that good? Is Sarong that good? Is Brody that good? He had 20 touches last weekend and 17 this weekend. And that's on a shorter midfield rotation.
I mean,
Amir is not great. I mean, he's okay. He's solid. He's not great.
Yeah, I mean,
Taberner's
he's had pretty
not
down
great.
years. Amir's had pretty down years. And then Caleb Sarong, I hate to be the devil's advocate right here, but you know what I mean? With Caleb Sarong, Brayshaw, we know they're top players. And there's no reason to say, oh, no. It's been 2 bad weeks, 2 bad performances from the club in general. Those two
against 2 of the worst teams from last year.
Absolutely. And I'll say it. And those 2 teams look outstanding. And don't they look outstanding?
North Melbourne do not look outstanding. I can tell you.
St Kilda look outstanding.
St Kilda look all right.
Brand new coaches, brand new system.
They look okay. They look pretty good.
Bro, the pressure ratings from this week and last week for St Kilda.
They're off the charts.
Off the charts.
But they look beatable, St Kilda.
They look beatable, but the players...
And North Melbourne look easily beatable. They're a better team than they were last year, North Melbourne, but they're not making the 8. They're not having a credible push.
It proves that if you're a team and you show that you're passionate about the football and the system that you have in place.
I think it's the system. I don't think our system's great. I don't think it protects our players the way we would like it to, and I think we're a bit too safe.
Last year's system was outstanding. I don't know what's gone out the window for the
safe.
players.
We're way too safe. There were so many options on the weekend where they could have put the ball through the middle and really gone for something. But instead, they pushed it out wide and went risk-averse. And that eventuated in a slower play the defense could set up, and then we had nothing to go to.
Honestly,
go through the middle, go for a run. We need to get more runners into this team. I'm looking at Nathan O'Driscoll as number 1 priority to get back into the squad.
I'm calling Brandon Walker needs to be in the side next to it. Brandon Walker, put him on the halfback flank.
Heath Chapman out, Brandon Walker in.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And Chuck Hayden Young on the wing. I'm calling it right now. He needs to have that attacking foot on the wing. He can link up the forwards and actually aim and hit a target because our forward line when you've got the mids and the defense trying to shoot inside 50, there's they're just bombing it in, bombing at top of the square, bombing it off to the side, praying that Sean Darcy, Luke Jackson can get a mark. And obviously
that's not good enough.
That's not good. You need to aim. That's why Hayden Young plays wing. I need him to play wing this week.
All right.
Easy.
So Hayden Young onto a wing. Brandon Walker comes back, and Nathan O'Driscoll as well.
We need Brandon Walker's dare back on the halfback flank. I just think
I would love a bit of
nervous
Erasmus
every now and again. I just think he's just suited for that explosive time, and he played a lot of games last year, Brandon Walker. So if he can play again, I just think, and it's Nathan O'Driscoll, Brandon Walker back in. I'm going to see a few position changes and whatnot. Brendan Cox looked absolutely amazing when he kicked that goal. when it was just like a little
for like 2
injection.
minutes.
Yeah, for an injection.
Yeah. I
it
think
wasn't-
that's a late game strategy. If we're down by
Yeah.
a goal and we need
It's a good strategy,
marking
though.
target, Cox forward. But
yeah, absolutely.
great defender, shouldn't be forward permanently, but I like
Yeah,
it.
Rooker's rant, mate.
This week, a hot new bombshell enters the villa.
It's Rielke with a rant.
Oh my god, he's gonna kill
That's right. Rooker's gonna kill ya with this little sledge. Kane Corns has been.
Oh,
Last week, I credited him for that analogy with how Fremantle are
Jets?
the New York Jets,
Yep.
which is a fair assumption. But this week, he's gone out and said that Sean Darcy needs to request a trade at the end of the season, or he will be looking, because the ruck trade and the system at Freo with Luke Jackson and Sean Darcy is that bad. And I'm just like, hang on a sec, it's been 2 games. 2 games, mate.
it's been 2 games, but he's also kind of right. Like, Luke Jackson is not a key forward as much as we want him to be. That takes 5-6 years to develop, and he's a ruckman. He's a really bouncy, athletic ruckman. Sean Darcy, also a ruckman. He's not a key forward either. And I'm just going to say, Sean Darcy's a better forward than Luke Jackson is, and a better ruckman. Luke Jackson, I'm not sure. I mean, I get the appeal of Luke Jackson, I really do, and I think he's going to be a fantastic player in a few years, but at the moment, I just don't see how it's going to work, especially with our forward line not having like a genuine key forward that's going to kick a bunch of goals. Like, Taberner's been subbed out, Fife doesn't play, Amos and Tracy are really young, and Jackson's not a forward, he's a ruck. Where are we going to get our scoring power from? It's not going to be from Jackson, it's not going to be from Darcy. What's happening here? I think Kane Corns is onto something, but I don't think a trade request
As of yet.
is the outcome.
As of yet. And I may have got that phrasing wrong with the request, but I just think he was saying implementing that Sean Darcy needs to get out.
No,
So,
that's rubbish. They just need to figure out how to work it.
And with the forward line, I just think this trade season is going to be very, very important for Fremantle. Mitch Georgiades is an inclusion straight away. We could try to get him in. Get him in. He's proven to kick some goals. He can be quiet every now and again, but if we just play him every week and show how good he is and talented,
Can we start trade rumors on behalf of players and managers and clubs?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would love to see Matt Taberner at Essendon.
So is that for
He's
real?
been subbed out, 2 weeks in a row. I mean, we'll come back to this in a few weeks when we've got a few more games under our belts that we've seen and watched and analyzed. But Matt Taberner, mate, what's been happening? Where have you gone?
Man's
I mean,
fallen
this-
off after 2020, 2021. After 2021,
Yeah,
when he had that
2021 was great.
outstanding year, and then bang, it's just fallen off.
There's too many tolls in our forward line, I think, and what basically happens is they flood our forward line, and then we have Jackson, Taberner, and Amos all go up at once. No one's coming down with that. There's going to be 6-7 people in a pack. No,
We only
you're
rely
not
on our
marking it.
small forwards. It's that
You need to go fast. Go fast. Create a one-on-one. Do some leading.
Remember
Taberner.
that chaos? Remember that chaos in the derby last year? Remember, or the year before that as well, when we won that first derby in like 6 years.
Yeah.
And that chaos that we had when we were just like chaos with the ball.
Yeah,
Get it
you
forward,
just have to
know?
go fast.
Yeah.
That's how Collingwood play.
We look
That's how
so
Geelong
slow.
played last
We look
year.
so slow.
We are so slow. We're talented. I think we're talented. I can't be sure, but I know we're slow. I know we can be faster. And it's
Obviously,
just
the
what we have to
humidity
do.
didn't help, though.
Collingwood, it doesn't matter. Collingwood are the premiership favourites after 2 rounds, and look how they play. It's frantic, it's fast. It's not perfect. It is not perfect, and this is the problem. I think Fremantle are trying to play perfectly, which they can't do. You can't play perfect football against another football
Sometimes
team.
it takes a bit of risk.
You need to play a little bit on the edge. You need to go quickly, take a risk. It's not going to be perfect all the time. You're going to turn it over, but that's why we have a defense. We have the best defense of the competition, in my opinion.
We would be getting smashed
We-
absolutely every week if we didn't have that defense.
We have the opportunity to play fast, to play risky, because our defense is so good. So just go for it, I think. Don't be so safe. Don't be so perfect.
Absolutely. With the Dockers, obviously the controversy at the end of the game with the the siren and was that a deliberate? There's controversy with that. Everyone's talked a bit about it. But TJ on the Footy on 9 on the Footy show had something to say.
Chompers.
Yeah, he had something to say about it.
I'm invested neither way with either of these clubs, but I think the AFL is completely wrong. I think the siren sounded after the ball went out of bounds.
I don't think you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I've looked at the footage since, and it was a weird one because the clock hit 0, and then the ball went out, and then the siren went.
Yeah.
So it was a bit weird. The clock ran out, and then the ball went out, but then the siren went. So it was a strange little thing, and it depends how you go off of it.
Yeah.
But it's always been the siren because the siren lets the umpires know to call the game. So the siren doesn't actually finish the game. It's the umpires whistle when they hear the siren. It's a bit like, your teacher saying, "Oh, you can't leave at the end of the siren." That rubbish. I still have to dismiss you. It's like that.
Yeah.
And so, I believe that it was probably deliberate because the siren went after the ball went out.
The AFL don't want to be wrong, and they come out wrong every now and again if it's a blatant one, but they just didn't want to come out wrong with that one.
I don't think it would have mattered. I think it would have been too hard. I think Pierce would have kicked it and he would have sprayed out in the full. And
Was that Pierce closest to the ball?
I think he was closest to the ball, so I wouldn't have much hope in him kicking it. But
could have costed 2 points.
It would have been nice to get a draw or something like that. Like any reward for minimal effort. So
at the end of the day, lots of fans say we didn't deserve it. We didn't deserve it. That's fair. At the end of the day, credit to North.
I agree with that.
North Melbourne, they played just outstandingly. Pressure's elite. System's amazing. And whatnot. We'll get straight into the questions because we got quite a lot, mate.
Oh, we got so many.
Mate, you sent the bloody questions in, so we're gonna bloody answer them. That's how it works here. You're listening to Q&A here on Flagmantle Podcast.
Yeah, mate. So I'm gonna start off.
I got him.
You want to?
You got him?
Do you want to start? I want to start from the bottom, and then I'll hand over to you. So just
Okay.
keep tabs, eh?
Yeah.
We'll do half of them. Sam_Croft. Vic bias full swing. Yes, it will be.
Yes.
AFL amusement. Depression levels have hit an all-time high. Yes, I have mentality issues and mental health
I've
issues.
got to check back into the insane asylum.
I see my
mate.
GP
This is
too,
real bad.
GP's going to have a visit later. Why are the umpires paid off? Don't know. Ask Clarkson. Can we get a refund on Luke Jackson for false advertising?
Chris, mate, you've been saying that non-stop since last night. You've plastered it on every social media
$1 million
post
model.
ever.
He's funny. He's funny. Beth_Prendy. I'm going to kill myself. Oh, don't do that.
Any other team I should support? North Melbourne actually looked pretty cool. I think Collingwood are the most fun team to watch, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
Alex, Sturt to make his debut in the Derby, yay or nay? Sam Sturt's already played 3 games, but to come back in the Derby, I reckon could be a good shout. Need someone that's a genuine forward.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say your name. Carly
Taylor. I strongly believe we could have won if not for some of the calls made. Umpiring is not easy. I understand. I'm an umpire myself.
11 more free kicks.
We have 11 more free kicks, and I'm an umpire myself. We don't ever always get it right, but at the end of the day, Fremantle got more free kicks. Maybe the cost of the ones that the North Melbourne ones got were way more extensive. We got a few here and there, but we never used them correctly.
I think in general, you either win or you give away free kicks. So I don't believe in, umpires rigged. I think you either win a free kick or you give it away. So
absolutely. Antonio_Pineda. How was it not cold? I don't know, mate. AFL's already
lack of brain cells, maybe.
Yeah, brain cells in the head. Lockie TMs. The Vic press will stomp us, but it's fine. Keep your heads up, and Freo fans, I love y'all. Oh. What was that?
Yep. Okay. Carlita Taylor, 2. But if you make a call, you got to stick with it. Can't call it a mark, then change it after a call. The Tabner one. Rubbish. So they paid the mark to Tabner. He kicked the goal, and then they go, "Nah, we're checking the mark. Make sure that was a mark." And then they went, "Nah." So shout out the umpires for reversing a Matt Tabner goal. Thanks very much. Nicholas, crowd booing Logue was uncalled for. Yeah, until he celebrated right at the end. He should have been very sorry for.
I was right in the depth of it. All the money calls and whatnot. Oh, so funny.
Griffin Logue should have apologized for winning the game.
All these passionate people. There's people sending 2 or 3 in. It's crazy. Lucky TMs. Do you think Freo will pull their head out of their asses and make finals?
No.
Yes, I think there's still hope, guys. Carly Taylor, also super disappointed in Freo fan base at the game, yelling insults at our boys won't win. I back that as well. I mean,
it's true, but it's fun.
It's true, but it's fun. But at the end of the day, they're human just like us, and they need the support. They need the love, because if you just shatter them, they're going to be more depressed next week.
Yeah, but Luke Jackson's paid $900,000 to play football, and he probably gets $300,000 for the football and $600,000 to cop the insult. So
that's like Rory Lobb. He gets paid like $700,000 to watch footy.
Yeah,
Okay.
or to get insulted. Like I'd happily get paid $900,000 to get insulted.
I would as well.
Hell
mate.
yeah, sign me up.
Agar Mervis Singh. Oh, sorry, I absolutely got out.
Agam versus I don't know.
Beautiful name. Where should Fife really should be playing, and what is his major role now? Bench.
Injury list.
Injury list. Ethan Ordino. Man, why ain't Walker playing? Bring him in for Wilson.
Not Wilson. I thought Wilson was
stays.
good. I thought Chapman is.
I love his
some,
one-hand run with the ball.
Yeah.
So it's iconic,
It's funny.
isn't it? Yeah, it's great.
I think Chapman is having a bit of a down time. Like, end of last year, he wasn't playing great either, and I think he's carried that into this year. So I think Walker for Chapman would be
maybe.
good.
Yeah,
maybe.
One of the defense. If there was a defense player that was on down, it was probably Chapman as one of the weakest. Not calling him out as an incredible player, but maybe Waffle suits him for a week or two just to show, hey mate, you need to play. Do you think Jaeger O'Meara could be a forward? I thought he looked best when he was up forward.
I think he could spend time between mid and forward.
I want more up forward because he kicked 2 late goals and is a really good kick as well.
I think just rotate with Switkowski, one of them in the mid, one of them up forward, and then
Absolutely.
just do that all game. I thought that worked pretty well.
Absolutely, mate.
The Laughing Man.
The Laughing Man 92. Freo's history suggests this is normal. Make 8 1 year, out the next. Can we break the hoodoo?
Not this year.
Yes. I think we can, mate. It's 2 games in. 2 out of 23.
No. Did you
Don't
watch
talk
them?
to me.
Did
Yeah,
you watch the games?
I was at the game watching them, and I believe those boys can play finals if they just turn on the switch. The talent's there. They get on a run. Teams get on runs.
I don't know if they have the key.
AFL's
do they
a
have
long
the key?
season,
I don't
mate.
think they do.
AFL is a bloody long season. Meme Minister AU. AFL is rigged. EPL is better. I nearly agree with you there,
Nah,
mate.
EPL sucks.
I'm joking. Whisper Brand Walker, mate. Yeah, we want you in the team. Nearest bridge / tower in my area. No comment.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
give
say
that on a
you
podcast.
an opportunity to do that.
That's why Siri's a thing.
Tristan
why can't
P12.
Tabs smile? Way.
Tristan P12, love. Yeah, I love losing. Matthew Botica, are Fremantle playing like a team who was content with how they placed last season? That's what it seems like to me. It seems like they're not really too fussed about making some major moves this year.
Right. Emma Rouse, why can't Tabs mark? It's a simple question. He can't.
Yeah,
cannot.
if I knew the answer to that, I'd be getting paid a lot of money.
A rich man.
Yeah.
Casey.Elliott, what the beep is wrong? Free put me in a bad mood for the week. So
yeah, well,
that's all right.
Get used to it. Don't forget you are supporting
Don't stress,
Fremantle.
Katie,
This is normal.
Don't stress, Katie. We'll be back next week. Don't stress.
Next year, Max Connell. Thoughts on starting Matt Johnson early on in this year? Yeah, do it.
Yeah, just
I
debut
say
him.
do it. I don't care anymore.
He needs one. Don't you
I
think?
don't care.
Just do it.
I don't care. Just play him.
He comes out for one of the mids that didn't perform. Luke Jackson not being able to take a mark. Harry McHardy, yes, mate. That he took 1 mark. It was that bad. Oh my god. Will_Hurricane 2007. Who's more at fault for his poor start, JL, or the players? A bit of both, mate.
JL.
A bit of both.
I'm circling JL.
I'm circling JL with the plan and getting around the boys. I think he needs to be more aggressive.
And the players need a bit more effort.
This week it proves if he's going to, show, hey, we're in charge here.
If we go down 0-3, will JL have his job by the end of the year?
But if he goes 0-3, JL, there will be way more articles. I think the articles will be coming out on the big presses with that. But all he needs is 1 win, and he's safe.
Let's pray that doesn't happen, because I hope that we found our coach.
Yeah,
I hope that he's the guy. I don't want to go through another coaching change.
Absolutely. The real Riley, Fife for Taberner should be out, and
Agreed.
I think that will be the result for next week. I think, I think Taberner and Fife won't be in the side next week. Luke Jackson catfished us. Yes,
yeah, man.
I understand.
That's what happens.
Daniel_Cotronis. Do you guys think last year's final series packed them back into their shells? Nah.
I'm not sure. It's hard to say.
'Cause there's
There's
not-
so many variables in football.
Maybe it is because last year 90,000 at Collingwood. I think that shattered a few of the younger players. And when you had 40,000, that sounded like 100,000, didn't it not?
Oh yeah, it was loud.
It was loud. It was very loud at the game. Ryan _King. I was at this game, and yes, I too am in pain. But the Freo community need to lighten up, and I highly rate that comment because the Freo community. And I'm looking at you.
Let me be
mate.
sad.
No.
Let me be sad.
No.
Let me be
The
sad.
Facebook group chats
Allow it.
are the most depressing place
Allow it,
on this
fam.
earth.
Yeah, then get out the Facebook group chats.
No.
It's Facebook. Everyone's gonna be sad.
It's
there.
all these
for sad
boomers.
people.
All these boomers who have been
Facebook
fans.
is for sad people. You're not gonna be happy on Facebook. Okay. Same goes for Twitter. No one's ever happy on Twitter. So just let me be sad.
They're just boomers because they've been fans for 25 years.
Let me be sad.
I understand.
I'm allowed to be sad.
_Sheldon. Free and Tottenham will kill me before I'm 30. Same team, different game. Yes, mate.
I'm a
it's-
Portland Trailblazers fan. I get this completely. We suck also. So.
Yeah, I'll have a heart attack by the age of 30.
Yep.
Rig _big _boat. Do we throw in everything so we can get Aaron Norton? I think that's I don't think we should because that's a big question. Mate.
We've already thrown
We've already
everything
thrown
at Jackson.
everything. Yeah, I just don't think we should. I mean, we should wait another year. I think Mitch Georgiades or if there's anyone else that comes up. Anabolic _Rose. $1 million for, Ross. 1 million for Jackson. 700 for Tabs. 0 goals. Where do we go from here? Absolutely nowhere because Tabs is a washed up old key forward who had one good year and now he won't be ever be playing again.
Sounds like the perfect fit for
Jackson is a question mark still. Isla, Sullivan, 2. Fremantle, never heard of them.
I don't even know what you're
I don't
talking
know
about.
What are you talking about, Isla? What
are
do you
you
got,
talking
mate? Matthew, what are you talking about? Matthew WX Burr, Crom, and Flagmantle.
Yeah,
Suck.
let's
Yes.
go.
Yeah,
Bottom of the table.
We love Crom.
Cade Payne, please stop saying and using Flagmantle until we win a flag. No, you're just a boomer hater.
Yeah, I hate all the boomers who are like, you shouldn't have a podcast named Flagmantle
Yeah.
because that means you're putting down the team and jinxing us. No, mate. We're
That
getting
is
the hype
not
up
how
and
it
about.
works.
We're getting the hype.
That's not how it works, buddy.
It's so bad. The sheep
The sheep are what? What are they doing?
The sheep are coming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Put Fife in the middle when he comes back and keep Jaeger forward. Look very good. I think just split some time. Just split some time. Fife
Split
a
it.
little bit midfield, a little bit forward. Same with Jaeger and Switter. Just split some. It's a team sport.
Oh no, we've found a West Coast supporter.
Arch takes dubs.
Oh, damn.
West Coast better. Well,
at this point in time, probably yes. Next week.
Well, not yet.
Next week,
if they win.
Next week, if they win. At this point in time, like in form, probably. But next week,
I don't think I can mentally
depends
handle.
on how GWS do today, mate.
I could not mentally handle losing to the Eagles next week. I don't think I'd
sign off, bro.
I don't think I'd wake up the next morning. Geez.
Did Tabs get subbed off again? Because fuck me, you wouldn't have noticed. Luca Venning, mate. You're absolutely right, mate.
It's actually true.
love
I
Luca.
didn't notice.
Luca is so funny. He was at the game behind me a few roads back.
Oh, yeah.
But he's a huge diehard Freo supporter. He's around our age. And then he's just like and I was like, why is Mike Walters on? Who went out? And I'm like, Tabs, did he get injured or something? And I'm like, nope. Form.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Shout out Tabiter. Kai Nguyen.
2 more questions.
Is Luke Jackson actually going to be worth it? I think he will. I think Luke Jackson is a long-term... Oh, pardon me. I think Luke Jackson
pardoned.
is... Oh, thanks. Luke Jackson is a long-term investment. And I think everyone who's saying, oh, he's rubbish, why are we paying him 900? I get it, and I say that a little bit myself too. We're paying him too much now, but I think in 3 or 4 years, 900,000 will be good number for Luke Jackson.
I think so. We just got to get the fan base back on the right track. And for the last one, Holly Madison King. How you going, Holly? Bill asks, why? That's her boyfriend. Why did we pay so much for Jackson when he can't even take a mark? Yes, we've talked
It's a good
about
question.
that. Nervous.
I don't know if I can answer it, actually.
He's
I don't
taken
know if
marks. We've seen him do it at Melbourne. I just think he's just down in form with the team at the moment. And I think he's just a bit in a shell at the moment. I think he's had way too much pressure on him and he thinks he has to do a lot. But poor fella, he must have a lot.
Can I ask you a question, mate?
Me?
Yeah, it's the day after, it's the morning after the tragic loss to North Melbourne, and you're still wearing a Fremantle shirt. What's happening?
I was gonna wear my
Do you
shorts.
have no shame?
No, I'm a passionate boy. I stick up for my team, Stewie. I always have faith in them. I don't bag them out after one shocking performance.
Well, I've actually been following them for twice as long as you have.
Excuse
I can
me.
see what is
hell are you
happening.
talking about,
and
boy?
I've seen it before, and I'm not happy. This reminds me of like 2018, when 2017 we're like, oh yeah, we're going to be way better next year. 2018 hit, we're just like the same. But I think we've gone back a little bit.
Yeah, I was like 2018, 2019, like, oh, we had a better year this year. 2019 is going to be much better.
Nah, it was
definitely
not. It was the same.
Mate, well, that's wrapped up all the questions. Is that everything?
Yeah,
anything-
I just want to say shout out Ken Corns for I love the takes. Keep them coming. We need content. So,
We need content. Give us content, Kane. You're a proud sponsor of the Flagmantle podcast.
You are now. You are today. You've been on it.
You're locked in every single week.
Yeah, I think that's going to do it for me, Rielke. Hopefully we can come back later in the
Nice.
week and be a bit more positive.
We're going to have a preview for the week ahead later this week, and hopefully a
Maybe
cheeky guest in there
cheeky
too.
guest.
So watch
Wink,
out.
wink.
Wink, wink. I'll see you later. Heads up for your faithful.
Thank you for listening to the Flagmantle podcast. It's been an honor hosting, hasn't it, Rielke?
It surely has been, mate.
Can you please, we are begging you 5 stars on Spotify. It means the world to us. It lets us
I'm on my
get off your knees, mate.
Yes, I'm on my knees, guys.
But
Please.
It helps us push it out to as many people as we can. Thank you for listening. Follow us on Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, anything else, Rielke, Twitter,
anything
YouTube.
social media, honestly.
Anything social media, we have it. So please follow us on there. 5 stars.
Except
don't
for
forget.
OnlyFans.
We're also on Apple
OnlyFans.
Podcasts, so if you listen to this on Apple Podcasts, follow us through there. Google Podcasts, the same. And thank you for listening. We'll see you next week.
Peace.